Women in Wealth. Welcome to Business Lingo Breakdown. My name is Yanira Borges. I'm thrilled to be here sharing with you some of the experiences and knowledge I've gained throughout my entrepreneurial journey in the hopes to help you with yours. You know, when I first started my software business, I felt like I needed to quickly learn all the laws, everything, all the accounting principles, and I needed to learn it yesterday. And it was a little intimidating. So, my hope is to share this information with you in the hopes to save you some time and make your journey a little easier. Meet me. Here I am. Again, my name is Yanira. I'm a multipreneur over 20 years, starting, running, managing, helping others with their businesses. And in the past 5 years, I started a software startup, women's networking community, and I work at a business accelerator. So, believe it or not, there was a time in my journey when I didn't know what many of these terms meant. Yeah, and guess what? I made mistakes, I asked questions, and I got through it, just like you're going to do. So, kudos to you for showing up and trying to learn something new. Let's dig in. Let's face it, there are more terms than I can possibly cover in this video with you. So, the first thing I want you to know is I've created a downloadable spreadsheet that you can reference because I will sort of skim through some of these topics, but I wanted you to have something to take with you and reference as you need them. You will see that the terms have been categorized, as you can see here, by finance, legal, the different types of topics, and they have been defined. So here we go. Starting out with some business terms. You will see here, I'm just going to read what we're looking at here, SWOT analysis. It's kind of like a pros and cons, but it starts for your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. And this helps you make good decisions. Other things on here, your value proposition is used to explain how you differentiate yourself from others. One thing I really wanted to share with you is the lean canvas. This is a concept that's sort of like a one-page business plan. And you consolidate your idea, and there is a template that exists out there. Look up your lean canvas. It's a really great way to get from back of the napkin to a solid, tangible document that you can now share with others and get some actionable items on and start working on your MVP, which is your minimum viable product. Basically, the quickest way you can put that out there to test out your product, your services, and get feedback before you make your next beautiful version. Okay, we're going to move on over now to finance terms. And in finance, this can be really daunting. There are so many numbers to know, and the main thing to know is you don't need to know it all. This is just to give you some ideas so you're not shocked when you come across these things. And guess what? If you ever come across a term you don't understand, you look it up. Everything is defined out there for you now. So we have statements like the profit and loss statement, these balance sheets, these different sheets that help someone see the health of your business. Where's the money coming? Where's the money going? And that's a really great way to then be able to tweak and make changes for your business. So return on investment is slightly different. It's more about like where your dollars are going. Are they a good use of your dollars for your business? So if you're investing money in a marketing campaign, is it giving you a return? Are you getting customers? Do you need to do something else? So understanding your return on investment is also a really good term that comes up quite a bit when you are budgeting, right? And term sheet is a sheet is a tool that is used when you're looking for investment. So this sheet contains the deal, right? So while you have a balance sheet that's telling you how your business is operating, your term sheet is more about what the investment can look like. And it's a one-page document. Analytics. Here we go. Analyzing data can help you make really good decisions. This is how you can get informed and help others stay informed. Key performance indicators are KPIs. This is how you measure your metrics. So I'm just going to run through the terms and sort of tell you what they stand for, but you can dig in later and get all the definitions. But KPIs, key performance indicators, these are things like what you look at to tell if you're winning or not. LTV stands for lifetime value of the customer. And this is a formula you can look up, and it helps you calculate this value. The same with the cost of customer acquisition. These are important terms that financial institutions and potential investors want to know. How much does it cost for you to get a new customer? How long do you keep a customer, and what is it worth to your business? Churn also means like how quickly are you losing customers? All of these things matter in helping other people decide how's it going. Analytics are also play a key role in your marketing terms. So some marketing terms, target audience. Who are you trying to reach? Are you converting them once you do reach them? This is your conversion rate. SEO, this is really about tracking your search engine optimization. So Google is a search engine, and they have preferences for how they categorize and display information to us on the internet. So we as business owners have to improve the words on our on the interwebs, the words that are attached to our business, to improve the search engine's ability to present us to people when they're looking for us. And then, of course, we have traction, which is how well are we doing? Inbound, outbound marketing. This is a really neat distinguishing point. Please look it up to tell the difference. It makes a big difference in your go-to-market strategy, and really, like, how are you going to go about things? Are you bringing customers to you, or are you going to go find them? Really key point to iron out. Now we're going to move on to some programming terms. In the event that you are building a software, or you will just come across some of these terms, like a stack. What's a stack? Not a stack of papers, like the pile of papers on my desk. It's your tech stack, your technology stack. So whether you're developing a product, a software product or not, you have a stack that you use to run your business. You have different sets of software, different apps, different tools. So they stack up. And so there's your stack, your tech stack. What are all the web apps and tools you use to run your business? Full stack developer is a developer who helps you build, but they can do more than one thing. There's a variety of skills a developer can have, including the front end and the back end, not just the code, but how do things look pretty. So full stack developer can really help you get the most work done in your early stages, because there's front end and back end, like we just covered. There's the parts that the clients see and the parts that only you use to run your business. APIs are kind of like an automation widget that connects two big software companies together. So if you get your money processed from someplace like Stripe and you want to get it into another app so that you can look at the data, that happens through an API. And lastly, open source. There is gobs of free coding and website instances on the internet, and they're all open source. So you don't have to pay for some of these tools to help you get things moving in the early stages. So that's something we can all take advantage of. Open source apps that exist for free. Last but not least, let's talk about mental health. Mental health is something I wish were talked about more in the ecosystem for startups, for entrepreneurs, for women in general. But let's talk about burnout. Burnout is real, and I encourage you to develop a plan and a strategy to prevent burnout in order to make all your big dreams and big ideas come true. Some of the tools that many of us use to prevent burnout is mindfulness and mindfulness practices like meditation and many other ways to find ways to stay in the present and not get overrun by the stress and anxiety, which is ever present when you're running a business. Which brings me to cortisol. Cortisol is a hormone that runs through our body, and it helps manage stress. It helps us decipher if we're in fight or flight mode. And when it is taxed, when our body has too much cortisol, it can lead to physical illness. And so this is a common issue with overstressed entrepreneurs, especially with women. And so increased cortisol in our system can have a really adverse reaction. So please just get informed about how cortisol might be impacting your body. And lastly, get support and get rest. These are words we know, but often neglect and often pushed to the side. They don't seem as important as all these other terms. But I would say rest is probably the most important word I want to share with you, because there's this beautiful saying that nature never rushes, but everything gets accomplished. And so Sometimes we have to rush and pedal, but we have to catch up. You got to get some rest. All right. Well, lastly, I want to leave you with the idea that you have got this. You have everything you need. You don't need to know everything. Show up curious, make mistakes. And thank you for watching. You can find me at yaniraborges.com. Find me on Instagram, out on the web. I'm here to support you. And I look forward to all of your wild success. Thank you.